Hey everyone, welcome back to Spilling and Spiraling. Today we're actually in the same room for once. Surprising, yay! Yeah, Alicia's been staying with me for the last week. Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all in a couple together, you know? You, me, and your husband are just a throuple.
Yep. Not really. Yeah, no, it's been so much fun. I'm so sorry for my kids, to be honest.
It's funny, this morning they were asking me about some sort of like gymnastics move. They were like, is this considered a backflip? And it was like 7 a.m. and I'm like, I think so. And like still have my like sleep mask on my head. And like they're like, oh, okay. And then they're like starting to fight about it. And I'm like, all right, let me just Google this, guys. Let me like solve this really quickly for you. And then I basically made a guess and I was like, yes, it is. So
they woke up fighting today. So I was like, I don't know if you heard that.
I didn't know.
That's good because I heard Serenity screaming this morning and I was like, why are you guys fighting? I guess they were fighting over slime.
Kids things.
Yeah.
I mean, they're sharing a room.
Yeah.
Now. So like, you know, you don't get your...
It happens.
Yeah. But yeah, just been hanging out. It's been great watching documentaries and catching up on all our show.
Yeah, we just watched a documentary on Jonestown.
Yes.
Classics.
Yeah.
And one about the Duggars.
Yeah.
Another classic.
And then the AI in it all.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get rid of.
The AI is really pissing me off, honestly.
It's making me stressed.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like everything I know is a lie because it just keeps changing. And like, I don't know how to handle it. So
yeah, I feel like AI is making everyone lose their jobs, or it's going to if it hasn't already. And it's just taking over the world. And I'm scared.
And I don't want an iRobot situation. I don't need an iRobot butler or helper or whatever. Like I don't ask for that. I don't need it. I don't want it.
No.
Yeah. We've also been watching The Nanny.
Yeah, that's been a lot lighter and fun.
Yes. Throwback. It's I mean, to me it's like the style she's wearing. Like you could wear it today.
She's so chic.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be Fran.
I didn't know who that like costume designer was on that set because
her style is timeless.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
So no, we're having a good time.
Yeah, getting lots of fun. I wish you lived in my house, honestly.
Well, you know what? Just you have a lot of land back here. Just like the little.
I want to so bad.
And I'll just stay out there.
I really want to build like an extra unit in my backyard just for guests and friends to stay.
You have a massive yard.
I know.
You have so much space.
And I hate how big it is, honestly. That sounds bad, but like it just sucks to mow the lawn.
That's
not that I do it, but
I'm just gonna get a tent and I'm just gonna like set up in the backyard and you know go.
We were talking about my husband mowing the massive lawn and my daughter was like, yeah, that's a dad job though. And I was like, it is.
Yeah. And then they don't think that it is. But it is.
It is. It's a dad job. It's not. No.
Because I specifically remember my dad mowing the lawn.
Yeah. My dad still mows the lawn.
Yeah. Then I'd sometimes see my mom mow the lawn. That was always fun. 5'3" woman just like,
oh my God. We have a neighbor that's friends with Serenity, and I saw the older sister who I think is in middle school. She was mowing the lawn the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, can you do that?
I've never mown a lawn. That's
me either.
Impressive.
Like, can you make your kids mow a lawn?
I guess if you pay them. I feel like growing up, kids like that was like their lemonade stand. Like that's where they were like getting, you know, money for whatever they wanted.
Yeah, that's true. I know. I give my kids their allowance and then they just expect it. And I'm like, no, guys, cleaning up the house is part of.
Yeah, I know. One of them was fighting with you earlier about.
My God, I know. I said, go put your toys back in your room. And they're like, but I don't want to. And no. I'm like, you're not going to get your allowance.
Yeah. Well, you know, honestly, I'm the same way as a kid, though.
I know. Me too. Can't fault them.
They all get there. It's a full circle of life, kind of.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay, let's dive into campaigns this week. One I saw was cheeky. Primark. Have you heard of Primark? I think I've told you about Primark.
Yeah, tell me again.
Primark to me is like Old Navy-ish.
Okay.
But I swear they were only open in Europe for the longest time because I would always see back in my Disney days, they would post so much about like, I would see creators posting all the Disney stuff at Primark, which they also have regular stuff too, but they just have a lot of really cute Disney stuff. But most recently they've been opening a lot more in the States. I know for a while it was just like New York and Chicago, but we recently had two open up here. So I've been losing my mind and like, oh my God, I'm going to go shop at Primark. And when we went to, I think it was when we were in Germany, I was like, I need to find the Primark because that was before they really opened around here. But yeah, so they recently did a campaign in London in front of Skims. They took a big giant bus and they parked it in front of the Skims store, and the messaging on the bus was like, these Skims prefer Primark. So basically straight up call out, which is a little bit aggressive, but
Yeah.
also think it's kind of funny.
I mean, it catches headlines.
Yeah.
Which I think is what you're trying to do at the end of the day.
And I think it's publicity for Skims too. So, you know,
Yeah. Maybe she was in on it. We don't know.
I'd shop at both.
Yeah. So is that like Uniqlo in any way?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like we should just go. A little bit. I think the prices are honestly a little better.
Oh, at Primark?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like I went for back to school with the kids, and some of the stuff for the kids was like $2, $3.
Oh.
I got some really cute pajama sets for myself for like 10. Like a full set.
Okay.
Yeah. So some of their stuff is really reasonably priced, and they have a lot of really fun accessories. I think I bought myself a giant Mickey head bag. That's so cute. But for a quarter of the price that you would find it at World of Disney or anywhere else.
Fine.
So I really like Primark, and that has been my weakness lately.
I think my weakness will ever change. It's home goods through and through.
Oh yeah, it will always be Home Goods.
Good to know. I'll have to check it out.
We did just go to Home Goods.
Yeah, and it was fine.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I need more, but you know, I'll do it on my own time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you did really good. You only bought a couple things.
And two of them were on sale.
That's great.
I know.
Yeah.
What a steal.
Love it. Okay, another campaign I saw is that Baca Chips raised $1.5 million, and a BAM Ventures led round to scale its beef tallow tortilla chips, which I just saw the word beef tallow and I was like, interesting, because we've been watching a lot of McBee Dynasty, and their whole product is like the beef tallow skincare, and so I've just been seeing more and more of that, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I want to know like who else is in that space, because that's, and I wonder if they're like with the McBees, because they're doing, you know, they had to sell a lot. Like I wonder if that's something that they potentially would lean into, like
Yeah.
doing more products and other things outside of like the cattle and like the physical meat.
Yeah, like would they expand into tortilla chips or anything like that?
Maybe. I mean, everyone loves to snack. I know I do.
Yeah.
So
I think I would be more likely to try beef tallow chip than I would skincare. I don't know. I mean, I bet you there's great results there, but for skincare specifically, I just feel like rubbing beef anything on my face is going to make me break out.
yeah,
I don't know.
skincare is, I mean, what works for one person won't work for another.
Right.
So it's, and truthfully, like I try to stick to as little products and not trying anything new, because it
Yeah.
like breaks you out more. And like, not saying it's a bad product or anything. It's just like, it's so dependent on the person.
Yeah.
But from what we just saw in this past week's episode, there was the Christmas fair at in Vegas, the Cowboy Christmas, and there was another person doing beef tallow. So
Yeah.
it's possible.
I think it's definitely a thing. I would be more likely to get chips also because it's low stakes. And $3, $4.
Yeah, versus like I don't know how expensive it is.
Yeah.
But
I just feel like skincare, you're investing a lot more.
yeah, that's fair.
Another thing I saw is that Beyonce just bought Sir Davis American Whiskey from Mona Hennessy. So interesting. Another celebrity with an alcohol brand.
That's interesting for a few reasons too, because like I feel like for a while people have been saying like the younger generations don't drink as much.
Mm-hmm.
And interesting that that's the route that she's going into.
Yeah, that's so true.
I don't know.
Maybe she's targeting her own generation, which I think is maybe just the one above us. I don't know what generation Beyonce actually is in because she looks so
Gen X?
freaking young. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, possible. I mean, it could also just be like, maybe you're just targeting your fans and you know that
Yeah.
that's what they purchase without you wanting to be this like big global giant corporation.
Yeah.
It's like an influencer, they're creating their own brand. They know that they're going to hit their people with whatever products and they're going to pay for it. And they don't really like, it would be nice to expand, but they know they're at least going to get that profit from that group.
I feel like it's so easy for celebrities to go into alcohol businesses, and I don't know why that is, but like there's George Clooney, there's even Tom Holland, there's all the Bravo celebrities at one point have had some kind of cocktail that tastes like piss water. But but I just feel like that's always their go-to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we think about they could get into, I mean, on the shows they are drinking.
Yeah,
So
true.
if they can drink their own product,
Vita tequila.
yeah, I was gonna say Loverboy.
Yeah.
It's more brand, and they're talking about. I feel like on Summer House they talk about Loverboy all the time.
Yeah.
So brand recognition.
Loverboy is like another character on the show.
Yeah. So I think that it makes that sense because like what could they do outside of that? Like I feel like there are a lot of successful like current and ex reality people that do find a niche, but it's all dependent. Like Paige does Amazon and all of that, and Hannah does her stand up comedy, and like that's something that not all the reality people get into.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of crossover. So you would assume that like I don't know, how are you continuing to make money
Yeah.
from it?
I feel like with a lot of the things too, you'd have to have a lot of inventory. But alcohol, you have to have inventory of that too. So what? I guess you just drink it if you have extra.
Just throw a party in your backyard.
Yeah, that would make it pretty easy. But that's a good segue into this week. I want to talk about VPR campaigns.
Okay.
Because last week, what did we do? Love Island. I want to talk about Vanderpump Rules and their cast and all the things that they've been doing. I didn't add the Valley or House of Stassi, really. I just kind of stuck to Vanderpump Rules.
Okay.
But I looked up, speaking of which, I looked up Stassi, and she just did a really cool campaign, I thought, with DirecTV, where she picked out different outfits that corresponded with different shows on DirecTV. Well, I thought it was really creative and fun. And true to Stassi. Yeah. And we both watched House of Stassi.
We did. I've seen a lot of back and forth on the internet of people liking it and not liking it for different reasons. I personally enjoyed it. I like that she broke the fourth wall and that she narrated the story. I think that's something different to reality TV because it is called House of Stassi. So it is meant to seem like it is her house and she's the one like orchestrating all of these people in a sense. That sounds bad. But like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, a global brand. And that's how she's viewing this reality show. So
Yeah.
I personally enjoyed it.
I appreciate it. I liked it too. I saw a TikTok that pinpointed this really well, where she was like, I liked House of Stassi, but they talk about, it's like a show about a reality show. And every scene is about the reality show, which I wish they would lighten up a little on that. Like we need some other storylines rather than like, we're making the show about a show and we're all fighting about being on the show. But then what else is the show about?
Well, yeah. And, first seasons I feel like are really hard to like nail down in a specific way. When it's like, you can't think of like the Real Housewives, right? Because they have so many that they've done.
Yeah.
That they kind of have an outline. When it comes to a new show, you need something that kind of sets you apart.
Yeah.
But no, I agree that but it's like, how else are these people like interacting? Like, how else do they really truly know each other?
Yeah.
Like, I get they're all friends with Stassi, but like outside of that,
I want to see more of like what's going on.
Yeah. Like, I want to see more about like their own lives outside of Stassi.
I want to learn more about Katie and her boyfriend. And yes, I'm glad they had the fight about, okay, it's convenient that you're here because of the show, but like, I want to know more. I honestly kind of find Taylor annoying. I always have. I was telling Alicia I went to see Stassi on her book tour years ago, I think before COVID. And Taylor was there and they were on the road together. And I just was like, I want to hear from Stassi,
Yeah.
not necessarily Taylor. But Taylor kind of overtook the whole thing. And I just feel like she's just kind of up Stassi's butt a little bit. But maybe that's just, the dynamic of the first season and it being weird. Your first time on reality TV.
Playing it into the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it was that. And then also, like, they talked about a lot about Stassi and Beau's marriage, which
I find that interesting, though.
Yeah, but it just seemed like those were the only two topics. That's what I'm saying, Like, if you want to talk about that's how you have good reality TV. You have to talk about your stuff. But yes, it did always seem that way. Like, the Georgie and Georgia, like them moving in and living together. Like, I would have loved to see a little more about that. Like, they said that there was dynamics there.
And Georgia had 0 confessionals.
Yeah, but that could have been maybe personal choice. I don't know.
Maybe. But then just don't make her a big storyline.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna.
I would love to see Kay's boyfriend say just a few words.
Yeah.
Not in the confessional. Just like more like every time I see him, he's just laughing at something.
He's like, yeah.
He's having a good time. I'm happy for him. But maybe he also didn't sign up for that. So like, I don't want to force that on him. But
yeah. I'm glad he's there. I'd rather have him there and not say much than not at all.
100%.
But
and you know what? I love Katie. I never not loved her. But like the time off that she had from reality TV, I think, really did her a lot like good. She was able to like find her center and just like stand up for herself and just be strong in who she is. And I'm like, yes, I relate to that. Like that's nice to see on TV.
Yeah. And I know everybody was a little skeptical in the cast about her coming back, but I do feel like I don't think she was thirsty for the camera in any way. I think she was just there because Stassi asked her to be, and she's like, okay.
Right.
And she wasn't afraid of anybody. I just think she was very confident in the season.
Yeah. I'm sad it was only 8 episodes.
I know. I need more.
I think we needed more. I get it's a test season, so like they don't know. I don't think it's been renewed yet.
It will be, I think.
Yeah, I think so. If they renew the city, they're going to renew House of Stassi.
Yeah.
I mean,
2 different networks.
2 different networks, but like, if Bravo will renew that one, like, I think Hulu's got to know that their show. I think it's, I personally think House of Stassi was better than In the City. That's my take.
You know what? I think you're right.
Because it wasn't like, everyone was still going on about the Amanda and the West of it all, like, at least online. Like, and I don't know, it just didn't give me as much as I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
I guess I thought I would see everyone more at their jobs than In the City and not like the drama of their lives.
Just like playing off the drama of Summer House.
Yeah. I like that it just seemed like they were always partying and drinking too in the city. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But not as much, obviously, as Summer House, but
yeah.
Personally, that's my thought.
Okay, moving on to someone who was also on House of Stassi for 0.30 seconds. Ariana.
Love.
Yeah, nice. She did a Maybelline partnership, and then she just did a post recently about peel-off lip stain, which honestly, I've been wanting a peel-off lip stain, and I've been seeing them all on TikTok, but not really sure which one to use because I'm a little skeptical of...
I don't really understand it. It's just to like outline your lips?
No, you put it on, and you let it sit, and then it stains the lip.
The whole lip?
Yeah, but it's not like... I think if it's a little blurry, it's okay. Like, it all blends together.
Interesting.
I have a lip stain in my drawer right here, but it's not a peel-off. Oh. And I love the lip stain, the way it looks on my lips. So I've been wanting to try a peel-off, and I feel like...
Interesting. I actually told my mom recently about what's been trending on TikTok with, like, people putting their hair up in rollers and then putting a bonnet over their head and then doing the lip stain and then doing the chin mask and then doing the face mask. And also, if you don't do the lip mask, then you're also doing the mouth tape and like all these steps that people are doing to go to sleep. And my mom was like, that's what they used to do back in like
the 50s.
I think she was like, the 60s or 70s or something, which I just thought was like interesting.
They did do the rollers for sure.
Yeah.
The mouth tape is interesting to me.
That freaks me out.
I had a friend do it and I was like, what are you doing? but the mouth tape, it doesn't stay on my mouth. Maybe I'm not buying a very good one.
I wouldn't know what brand to buy. I just know I have a horrible nose, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna like
Choke.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do that. But
Yeah.
Side note though, Ariana being on, did you see the thing about the captions on House of Stassi?
No.
So when Ariana's on the screen,
Oh, yeah. It says Katie's friend.
no, where it says like something about someone being engaged. How do you feel being a fiance?
Who said that?
It was the scene in Katie's and Ariana's. They didn't say it, but the captions did. And so now people are like confused
What?
because they're, yeah,
Who's engaged?
Oh, I have no idea. But I know when I saw it, I don't know if they've changed it since then, since it's come out. But yeah, it said that. I remember seeing it on the screen.
I bet you Ariana would be more likely to be engaged. I don't know.
I don't know.
What? I did not see that. That's crazy. Spiral. Okay, also I saw Jax. He did a campaign with some deodorant brand. And then there's a few different, he got all his decor for his new place, I think, from a company called Renwild. And then I also saw he had a bunch of posts for a few nonprofits, Recovery Through Repetition, and Pucks for Autism.
I think that's like a really funny joke, but I said not to say it.
I feel like
these are real campaigns, right? That he got paid for?
I'm assuming. Not the smart water campaign. That wasn't real.
The thing that are going on with Jack Taylor right now, I can't. What's with everyone in the reality TV world right now? Why is everyone going crazy with all of the like dating of it all? Like we had, Kyle and Amanda, and then here comes West. And then we had Jax and Brittany. Obviously, they were getting a divorce, but then here comes their PR person. Then who was it on the show that said they were? Oh, Jesse had said that he was dating somebody, and his best friend also like came in and stole her, and that's why, or an ex-girlfriend of his. I just feel like everyone's like trying to date everyone else.
It's so incestuous.
Well, and then there's Stephen McBee Jr. with his now ex-girlfriend, Allie. She was seen hanging out with Austin, but it was a business venture. That was the reason they were seeing each other. Like he wanted to ask.
Oh, and then Sally's trying to get with everybody.
Sally. And again, do what you want, but guys, like,
chill.
Like, date outside of the Bravo world, maybe. And the reality TV of it all. I was listening to a podcast. Not really. I was listening to a TikTok of a podcast. And you obviously know Josh podcast, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was saying on this podcast that Kristen Doty, he knows Kristen.
What? Josh Peck, I think, is everywhere all the time.
Yeah, but I was like, that's like, I guess, I mean, I don't know. You grew up in California. I didn't think California is that small. But I guess
celebrity world it is.
And I guess a lot of people know Sheena. So I guess
I think everybody knows Sheena. She's been in every show.
It's just interesting to me. Like, I barely know anyone.
I think it's actually really easy to meet people in those circles, honestly. Like, listening to Danny Pellegrino, he doesn't necessarily name drop all the people he interacts with, but I have a feeling he interacts with a lot of the people that he discusses on his podcast. Great, let's just move to California. But I do think it's easy, especially when you're going to influencer events and things like that. I feel like I would get celebrity adjacent, like a person away from them doing certain events. And I did the smallest, most random events. So I can imagine some of those bigger ones.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You are right. But it just, I don't know. It's just hearing that. It just throws me, I guess, through a loop. But I could also see like people going to SUR. SUR was probably popular. So maybe they like.
I feel like it's not anymore.
Yeah, but back when Kristen worked there, it was popular. So like.
True.
Maybe that was a way.
I will say we went to SUR, and going back to House of Stassi, she was talking about the goat cheese balls and how that was like 15 years ago that she was raving about the goat cheese balls. And you did try them.
Yes, I did try them. I thought they were okay. I didn't think they were like, but I didn't know what I was looking for. I've never had a goat cheese ball before. So like, how am I supposed to do a comparison of like what? So I thought they were good. But apparently that's probably not the OG Go Balls.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah. Well, Jackson, his recovery. Interesting. I think potentially, I mean, I'm sure he's getting support and help, but he could be potentially trying to rebrand himself.
100%.
Potential.
I don't think he'll ever be on reality TV again, though. I don't think that.
I think he will.
I guess.
I hope he's not, but I think
if you're
he will.
dating your PR person, that's might be easier.
Yeah. I just interesting seeing the levels of recovery with people and trying to be careful with my words, but considering someone like Carl or someone like Maddie Reese, or even Lala, who's been through recovery and been sober and things like that. I just think they've gone about it very differently than I think Jax Taylor.
Yes.
But I don't never want to comment on someone's experiences like that, but interesting. Okay, moving on to Schwartz. He did one for Built, which looks like a travel points company. That's the only thing I really saw from him. Sheena surprisingly didn't have any campaigns recently at all. It was her entire feed is just podcast clips, which is great. Pop Off Queen. Her podcast actually does look interesting, and I don't know why I haven't been listening to it. I should go and do that.
I saw another TikTok clip of her podcast, and she was talking with Schwartz, and Schwartz is advocating her to be on the next season of whatever it's called.
I think she should be.
Yeah. At this point, I'm yeah, bring her on. Let's say everything with her and Ariana, obviously they're not super close anymore, but they've settled it.
Yeah.
Done and final, whatever. And if we can have Lala on our screen, I think we can have Sheena on our screen.
It would be an interesting thing to see. It would basically force Lala and Sheena to work out their stuff.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. I want to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll fight a lot. And it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, but then we can get off of... I feel like for the last 2 seasons of The Valley, we've kind of had the same storyline.
Yeah.
And
I'm sick of Nia and Danny on my screen. I'm just going to say that now.
We need... And the friend group seems very at heads. They're at odds of all of it. And I think if you bring in Sheena, it'll bring in something different.
Yeah. I know it's interesting too, kind of going back to Nia and Danny. I'm totally going off on a tangent here, but we just watched a documentary, the Happy Shiny People documentary on Amazon. I'm talking about the Duggars, and there's just a lot of religious trauma. And honestly, watching Nia and Danny, their relationship kind of feels like they're in the middle of that kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say cult, but they're very bought into, which nothing against it. I've gone to church my whole life, dealt with a lot of religious trauma as well, but I still go to church to this day. I just believe a little bit differently. But I just see Nia and Danny, and the way she's what did she say that really, really triggered me? She was oh my God, what was it? We were just talking about this.
The list?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. She was I had this list of a man that I wanted. And I'm that is something we did in church. And we put a Bible verse next to every single trait of our future husband and wore the purity ring. And I feel this is very Nia code.
So before I met my boyfriend, I created a list. But the list I thought of what I wanted of the guy when I was in middle school changed.
It always does. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never kept the same. There's some qualities, but I think my list was very I want a tall brunette person.
No, my list was he has to be involved in church and part of a prayer group and part of blah, blah, blah.
That's no.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel that was probably Nia's list. And then the way Danny keeps going, I'm a good person. I think he's trying to show off to his church that he's not a bad person, honestly.
Oh, interesting take.
Yeah.
I feel when you have to say you're a good person, it's never a good start.
No.
I'm sure you have good qualities, but
I don't need you to convince me.
Yeah, and I understand we're getting an edited version of what we're seeing, but also it's the things that are happening. That is facts. So yeah, I don't know how to take that, but
Yeah.
we need to watch the part 1 reunion of the.
I know. We still haven't watched it. I know. Okay. Also, Kristen, she did a campaign with Fridays for weight loss, saying it helped her lose 30 pounds. And then Brittany as well was working with them, saying that she lost 25 pounds through Fridays. I think it's how they
like
get there.
Restaurant. This is like a
TGI Fridays? No.
I mean,
No.
I don't know.
I think it's like a GLP-1 subscription service.
Okay.
Yeah. So pop off. Looking great.
Yeah.
Tom Sandoval didn't have any campaigns really, just promo for House of Villains, a magazine appearance, and then some of his shows that he's playing.
Did you ever? I haven't watched House of Villains. I feel like it's
No.
entertaining. No,
I do, but then I'm like, why aren't more people talking about it? If it's good,
we get it started.
yeah,
That's
maybe
us.
we should watch it. It's just like all these unlikable people.
Well, that's the name of the game.
Yeah. I'm like, I need someone with a redeeming quality. All these narcissists in the same house.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if I would necessarily put Sandoval in the narcissist category. As much as I would put like Jax.
Yeah.
Because I do think Sandoval does have some redeeming qualities.
Yeah, but not right now he doesn't, because he's going through the whole thing with his ex-girlfriend.
Maybe he is a narcissist. Maybe he does nice things for people just to make himself look better. I don't know.
I feel like I dated a narcissist once.
Haven't we all?
They're really into themselves. At least this guy was.
I know. We were just talking about, I had a best friend who was a narcissist. And yeah, it was like being in a controlling relationship.
That too. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. It's weirder when it's a friend, I think, because when you're in a relationship, I don't know, it's just different. But when you're in a friendship, you don't expect it.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you'll get mad at your friend. Or if you get mad at your friends for things, that's a normal part of a friendship. And it's when
I've never gotten mad at you, by the way. That's good.
I mean, we've only known each other for a few years. There's
still time.
There's still time. We can get mad about things. I don't know what. But I feel like, well, especially like high school, right? Like that's high school and college.
Yeah.
Like, this time.
Your formative years.
Yeah. And I just remember like I would always be afraid to express my feelings. I feel like I'm better at it now.
Yeah.
But back then I was scared. And so when I would finally express my feelings, they would get mad at me, getting mad at them. And somehow I would end up apologizing.
Yeah.
And then it would be fine for a period of time and then it happens again. So it's almost like, yeah, you don't express it right away.
Okay, draw you back in.
Yeah. But it's like they create all the good memories. I remember my friend, like I've had 2 friendships. You would have all these good memories.
Yeah.
You hold on to those. And then that's when all of it would start to happen. And yeah, it is for friendship. It's a lot harder, I think.
Yeah. And you're like, well, we've been friends for 10 years. We've been through so many ups and downs. It's made us stronger. So like, let's continue.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it was harder. That's a bad poor taste. But like it's different. It's very different from a relationship. Both are really hard to like break the cycle of for sure.
I wonder if that's what Schwartz deals with.
With
Sandoval. Like I don't know if he can fully cut him off because he's like,
I feel like guys are built
that too.
Like I feel like they really talk about their feelings that much.
No, and I feel like it's less likely for them to fall into a narcissistic friendship.
Yeah, but maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know.
Love to be fly on the wall with that.
I know. Okay, Katie, mostly hers was promo for House of Stassi and her podcast as well. Lala didn't really see a lot of campaigns going on there. Just, again, promo for TV appearances and The Valley and podcasts. And then just like what's going on in her life, which actually I think Lala did that a lot more than anybody else that I looked at, which I think adds to the authenticity factor. And then I did look up Rachel Leviss because I was like curious what's she been up to.
Yeah.
She was featured on Elle, and a lot of her content is being a sound bath healer now.
Yeah. Isn't she married now?
What? Why? I did not know that.
Maybe not married.
You know what? You know what I did look up is James Kennedy.
And he does still tour. I do see his like ads for his touring, and then so I haven't really seen him in other things outside of the touring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. We did go see him when he was on tour but before his crazy scandal with Allie, like he was still dating Allie.
There.
Allie, yeah, she was there. She popped out.
It was her birthday. We sang happy birthday.
Yeah, it was really fun, but I mean, who else will we see on the DJ scene?
One day, Kyle Coop.
I do want to see Kyle. I wanted to go last time he was here, but I think you were busy.
I had a knitting class, and then you were leaving later that night.
Yeah, so it just wasn't going to work great, but
next time. I honestly see his DJ. I think Kyle being a DJ makes the most sense, personally.
More than Meredith, in my humble opinion.
Yeah. But Kyle is a party guy. They use a party guy image. So that honestly aligns. He's got an alcohol drink and he likes to party. That's me only. Now, granted, he didn't know he wanted to be a DJ like 10 years ago when he was first started dating Amanda. So I can understand that being a shift. But
I understand that being the demise of their marriage, but
it makes sense for him as a career.
Yeah.
Personally.
No, it does. It really does.
Because also you have that reality TV factor where people want to meet you.
Uh-huh.
So people are going to show up.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going to be out there. I think when these shows first started, singing was a thing that people wanted to get into. Sheena was in the recording studio. Lala was in the recording studio. Even James.
Even that Christmas commercial with Lala, James, Sheena, and I think Schwartz.
No.
Oh, it's Kristen. Not Schwartz. See?
The Uber One commercial.
Yeah. They were singing with Pentatonics or something.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, no, not Pentatonics. Sorry, it was Pitch Perfect people.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was really the thing, was to do shows and stuff, and now people are doing DJ stuff, which is probably better.
Yeah, I think there's more with the times.
Most of them can't sing, so.
You know what I want to do? I want to go to emo night. That sounds fun.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know any of the music at emo night.
I still do.
I'm dressed to go to emo night. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm wearing a grungy SeaWorld shirt.
So cute.
We really stole each other's aesthetics today.
I know. Because, on your camera screen, it looks good.
Yeah. No, it does. Yeah. And it looks professional.
Yeah.
We still have your day job, so.
Love it. Honestly, if I ever got a brand deal and it was with Home Goods, I think I would die.
Yeah.
I literally think I would I don't even know how. I don't think they do brand deals. They don't need to.
They do, I think.
That would be my heaven.
Yeah. That really would.
It's my favorite out of all of them.
Yeah.
And I think
the Home Goods, the Marshalls, I always am you can find what you need. Less than you're going to find it, I think, even at Target.
Yeah. But, we did get a comment. We should check out Walmart, which I love Walmart. Walmart's fashion, I don't know if you've been looking.
Yeah.
It's been going up.
I've been getting so many creators posting this week at Walmart. This thing just came out, and I'm oh, it's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was honestly contemplating earlier, not to go off on another tangent, but I was
spiraling and spiraling. That's what we do.
Where is the best place to get groceries right now? Because my husband and we're tightening the belt, and I was earlier, I told Alicia this story already, but I was I'm going to make cake pops for my son's birthday. I want to make them for breakfast. Go to the Kroger, which I think is a cheap place to get groceries, and the chocolate chips were $15. And I was I'm not going to buy, we're just going to have cupcakes. It's fine. But I'm I'm not going to pay $15, $12 for chocolate chips. Where's the best place to get groceries? Am I in the wrong place? Walmart?
They all feel like they're. I've tried actually not to shop at Walmart, when it comes to groceries, not because of price, but because
I just feel weird getting groceries at Walmart sometimes.
Yeah, I do order pickup now.
Yeah.
Because it's easier, and I'm trying to not spend as much, and I feel I spend more in store. We talked about that too. And I think doing an order pickup just is better. But yeah, because we're in Texas, I try to shop HEB.
Yeah, I do love
I don't think
HEB.
that's like the price.
Sometimes I do think HEB has pretty good prices though, but I go crazy at HEB, so it doesn't really help. Oh my gosh, a few weeks ago, my mother-in-law and I, we went to HEB. A new one opened not far from us. We went in and I've been on a lactose-free cheese kick because I've been dairy-free for the last 10 plus years. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to move on to lactose-free cheese. And we went nuts. I bought like 15 things of cheese.
What?
HEB, because I don't see lactose-free cheese everywhere. It's hard to find. So I bought like 6 different types of blocks, shredded cheese, slices of cheese, snacking cheese. I was like, if it's lactose free, I'm buying it because vegan cheese is gross.
Well, also you had that cheese malfunction at Target at one time where it's like you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah. The Green Valley cheese is and it's a lot of the time at Target, but every time I go to Target, it's expired and I have to go through to the back of the row to find a not expired one. So at HEB, I was like, oh my God, this is great cheese.
Maybe it's expired and no one buys it.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I need to be mean with that one. But
No, I'm like, I need more people to buy lactose free cheese because I don't want them to discontinue it.
I buy fat-free cheese and you really can't tell the difference.
No,
Personally.
that's what I think about lactose free. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you tell the difference?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Even when I was using your, and this isn't cheese related, it's sour cream, but when I was using your sour cream,
Yeah.
that tasted fine.
It just tastes like sour cream.
Yeah,
Or
it tasted-
cream cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
but I can't find that everywhere. Sometimes I have to go to multiple stores, but at HEB, I can get it all there.
There was a time in my life where I wanted to be a couponer because like it just seemed like it could be a good thing for me. Going to all the stores is exhausting. Like, and doing it every single. I follow influencers that are like, they do what? Oh my gosh, what's it called?
Like extreme coupons?
Yes, I follow influencers that do that because they do post really good deals. But that's
you know what? I follow a few of those too. Yeah, there's this clip circulating right now of Kate from John Kate Plus 8. And he's like, I bought a new shower head. And she's like, did you use a coupon? First of all, you had a coupon for a shower head is crazy.
Where do you even get a coupon?
I mean, this was the early 2000s, so I'm sure there was a lot more couponing going on. But I was like, oh my God. What?
Have you seen that movie with Kristen Bell and I don't know who else is in it where they like fake couponing? And
No.
It's like it's a scheme of some kind.
What?
Where they're like basically like, yeah, printing out fake coupons and like giving them to people. I forget what it's called.
Why would you do that though?
Well, they wanted to make money. They were selling them to people.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Did you ever sell those coupon books?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
That's not worth it though.
No.
It never was.
No. Nothing of doing anything of that level was ever worth it. The candy bars, never worth it.
I hate fundraisers.
Yeah, they're not fun. So they really need to change their
No, my son was like very adamant that a fundraiser was a fundraiser and that it was supposed to be fun. And that's why he wanted to do them. And I was like, they're not fun. You're raising funds. It's not fun for anybody.
What if it was just like a party where everyone's just trying to have fun and they're trying to raise the meter up for like no reason?
I'm a raise the fun. It was like, I'm the one who has to sell for your fundraisers. I'm not going to do the ones for school. I'm so sorry, but I don't have the time or capacity or the connections to be doing this.
I think the fundraiser would be to be a Girl Scout. I had a good time being a Girl Scout. You can't go wrong.
I hated it.
You can't go wrong trying to sell cookies.
It's your first experience in sales.
Yeah, it is.
Door-to-door sales.
Oh, see, I would bypass all the door-to-door part. I would have my mom put it in her office and people would sign it that way.
My parents were not popular.
I don't think you can do that anymore.
It didn't work for me.
And then I didn't mind going to like the grocery stores and like selling. I feel bad for the
hated
Boy Scouts. The Boy Scouts got to sell trash bags.
What? I thought it was popcorn.
Oh, was it popcorn now? Back in the day, it was trash.
Trash bags?
That's what I remember. At
What?
least in my hometown, it was trash bags. So maybe it's not anymore. But yeah, I felt bad for them. I was like, how do you sell?
Trash bags?
Yeah, but they were like for lawn trash bags. They weren't like
Still, how niche.
Yeah, maybe that's just my town.
I hated selling Girl Scout cookies at the grocery store. We would go with my troop, and I swear to you, I grew so fast, so quickly. I was 5'2" as a 4th or 5th grader, and so I was like not cute. I looked like a grown ass adult, and so no one wanted to buy cookies from me because they thought I was an adult. Yeah. So it was just awkward. I was like,
I grew, but in a different way.
No, I grew that way too.
Okay.
Yeah. And that was it. Like 4th or 5th grade, I grew that way.
Yep.
And yeah, people thought I was an adult. Unfortunately.
Did you ever get told you were an old soul or you're such a good kid?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, no, that's not a compliment. Why do I want to be an old soul at 10 years old? I don't. I be a child.
Just
like
a kid. You're scared of authority and they tell you you're an old soul. I didn't want to get in trouble. So I don't know. Kids today are built different.
Mm-hmm.
I always say this, and I think maybe it's just my kids, but when I was a kid, I would go to my room and just take care of what I need to take care of. I go read a book, play with my Barbies by myself. My kids do not do that. All the time. All the time.
I know. I need my alone time. I enjoy my life.
I know. I just took them to therapy. I don't know if this is like a HIPAA violation, but the kid's therapist was like, yeah, like mom needs to be okay being in, you need to be able to take care of yourself for a little bit. And Serenity's like, okay. But will that happen?
I don't know.
Probably not. No, she got mad at me that night. She goes, you never want to hang out with me. And I was like, girl, I'm doing something.
I think you maybe, okay. No, I don't want to tell you how to parent.
No, tell me how to parent.
I mean, I only have a dog, but because like maybe if you explain to her on like the iPad time, because you give her iPad time and she puts her headphones on and she really enjoys doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe if you try to explain it to them in that way of being like, I want my own version of iPad time.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Again, I don't have a kid. I'm just saying.
I used to get so frustrated because she would not do iPad when she was younger. I'm like, why won't you be an iPad kid? I need 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't let them sit on the iPad all day. I give them 30 minutes a day.
But yeah, I think that's the equivalent of what you need, like what any person want.
I mean, 30 minutes.
Yeah, to just relax.
But she used to not do that. Now she does, thankfully.
Yeah. I do notice you put them to bed at a reasonable hour, which is good.
I put them to bed so early for me.
Well, but they have a TV, so they get to do stuff.
I'm like, you can watch TV till 9 o'clock, but I put them in their room at 7:30 because I want them to wind down, relax. And if they don't get a certain amount of sleep, they're bad.
I feel like they do sleep pretty well.
Yeah, they do. I feel like we spiraled about a lot of things right now.
We did. I love it.
I love going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all. I know we discussed a lot of campaigns, a lot of really random things, and that's the name of the game.
Yeah.
And next week we'll have more. Yeah.
Spill and spiral.
So many things. But join us next week and we'll spill and spiral. I don't know what kind of campaigns we'll go over next week, but we'll have something interesting.